Hello, my friends. My name is JC, and I teach the physical side of Ascension. And today we're going to talk about focusing. First, I'm going to go over a list of things that help you focus and why those are important. And then I'm going to tie that into Ascension. Okay. So this one is kind of long. So I've got a lot of things here, a lot of notes. So I'm going to be reading a lot of this. Okay, so let's get right into it. First, let's start with the breath first, okay? Where the breath goes, attention flows. So begin with just a couple of deep breaths, like 3 to 5 deep breaths. Hold them, just a slow, and hold it. Let it out, okay? This calms your nervous system and immediately grounds your attention. Then you want to clear the space, clear your mind. Okay, your outer space reflects your inner space. Tidy your environment before you begin. Light a candle, burn incense, or put on binaural beats. Have you ever tried those? They kind of go back and forth. Create a sensory anchor that says like now is sacred. Now is a sacred time, and it kind of sets your brain. And tidying your environment. I gotta tell you this story. Okay, so one time I was doing this speaker panel, and I was the person talking about being on death row, but one of the guests was a judge that sentenced people to death row, and he was talking about this darkness that he just noticed in life. That like if your car is a mess and your room is a mess and your clothes are all wrinkled and your life is kind of a mess, right? Your desk at work is a mess, or your tools or whatever it is, and everything's just kind of a mess and stuff. Like it invites negativity and like this dark entity type of thing is after you, right? Like especially like if your life's falling apart and stuff. That's what he was telling these kids, these college kids that we're talking to. And, I kind of see that. I don't know if it's necessarily an entity or whatever, but I see that, in my own life. I just feel better when my room's clean, when my home's clean, when the yard's mowed. Like you can feel the higher vibration from the cleanliness and the orderliness, right? Next one is use the single point method. One task, one thought, one moment. Okay, pick one thing to focus on, whether it's your breath, a word, like a mantra, the center between your eyebrows, a point, a physical thing. Whatever it is, just pick something, just one thing, and try to focus on it. And when your mind wanders, that's okay. Right? Just realize it's okay. You're not like in trouble or anything. It's okay. Just acknowledge that and pull your focus back to that one thing. Okay. Bring it back like a child back to center without scolding. Right? Like don't be mean to yourself. Okay. Limit stimulation. Silence the noise and strengthen the signal. Okay. Turn off notifications. Shut your phone off or put it in the other room or something. Get away from music and all this stuff. Now, not necessarily like all music, but like just music that's not helping you focus. Because there is focus music and like apps that you can use and stuff. So you can use those, but like I used to listen to heavy metal. That's not focusing. Have you ever been in the car and like you're jamming to the radio? But you need directions. You need to focus on the directions or something. So you turn down the radio so that you can focus, right? So you got to get rid of the external noise, okay? Honor your sacred cycles. So not just, this oil cycle. You have other cycles. You have energy cycles throughout the day, throughout the month, throughout the week and stuff. So you need to recognize those and honor those. Your energy shifts during the day and month. Find your natural high focus windows, usually within 1 to 2 hours of waking or after exercise. Align important task or meditation with these times, okay? Especially powerful during your 2.5 day cycle with the Chrism oil. So you can definitely align things with that, okay? And train with micro focus sessions. Start with 5 to 10 minutes of deep focus, meditate, read, breathe, just little things at a time. That's what how I got my kids into it, and that's really how I started too, because I couldn't focus for 2 minutes. Definitely not. I was all over the place. So I had to start in little tiny bits and work my way up to that. And to where I could even do it for 15 minutes, especially when I was doing the deep breathing and the positive affirmations when I was first starting. I couldn't focus for that long. No way. So don't be afraid to start small. Don't try and just rip off this big chunk of sandwich and eat it all at once, right? Take your time. Work your way into this. And that's with focusing on anything. It's not just this oil stuff. It's with anything. And then you can slowly increase that, okay? Treat it like a spiritual workout. And consistency rewires that, okay? It rewires your mind. Ground into the body. The body holds the present. The mind holds the past and the future, okay? Let me say that again. The body holds the present. The mind holds the past and the future, okay? Feel the body. Be focus on the body. Come into your body and the awareness here. Bring your awareness here. Don't the past and the future don't really exist anyways. So feel your feet, your spine, your crown. Do gentle stretches or yoga before meditation or study. A strong posture equals strong flow of energy and oil. So they always say back straight. And people make fun of me for something like that all the time. Even my family. They're like, hey, stiff back, come relax. And I'm like, I am relaxed. This is how I sit. So a strong posture is important. Use a mantra or intention, okay? Say to yourself, I am focused, I am clear, I am open to receive. Speak or think a phrase that sets the tone. This tells your subconscious that this moment is set apart, right? Like this is a special moment. We're getting ready to do something. We need to focus and bring it here. Fast from chaos. Sometimes clarity comes from subtraction, not addition. Reduce mental junk food, doom scrolling, gossip, overstimulation. The quieter the mind, the easier it is for your sacred energy to rise. Okay? And trust the practice. You don't have to get it right. You just have to return. Does that make sense? Focus is a practice, not perfection. Every time you catch yourself drifting and come back, that's spiritual strength being built. Okay? And that's really key. People stress about that. It's okay if your mind wanders. You can't just shut it off and make it blank. Okay? So those are some key steps to kind of help you focus. And so now I want to talk about more of how the focus specifically to move the oil. You can use focus to move the oil, okay? So focus is key, directing the sacred oil within. Okay? In a world full of noise and distraction, your focus is sacred. People are fighting for your attention all over the place, okay? And it's more than just attention, it's energy. And where the energy goes, the sacred oil flows. Deep within your brain, the Chrism oil is formed in the pineal and pituitary glands, the temples of your divine mind. This oil is your seed of light, your divine inheritance, and it begins a sacred journey. As it descends down the spine, it awaits for your command to rise. But that command is not spoken with words. It is spoken with stillness. It is spoken with focus. When your mind is scattered, your energy leaks. The oil remains dormant. But when you focus, when you breathe and your breath becomes conscious, your posture aligned, and your intentions are clear, the oil awakens. Focus is the current that lifts the oil. It becomes the guide rail, the invisible staircase that leads the chrism home, back up the spine, through the sacred nerve pathways, into the throne room of the brain. That's where the oil is anointed. And you focus. Yes, you have this energy or this physical technique, right, where you're moving your body in a certain way to physically pump this oil through. But you also have to focus, and you have to picture in your mind's eye this oil being pushed through your body. And you have to focus on it. And you have to focus on these pumps and this feeling in your body. Okay? And this is the resurrection. This is ascension. And it begins with your focus. Where your attention goes, your sacred oil flows. So focus wisely and rise. I love you, my friends. Until next time.